Okay, little group participation here. Raise your hand if you own a pair of Spanx, or like 50. Well, most women have a lot in their drawer, but what if we told you that you could smooth those stubborn areas for good in the amount of time that it takes you to, say, drive to the mall to buy a pair of Spanx? Well, Dr. Daniel Shapiro is here to tell us about CoolSculpting. I've never heard of it before, so I'm really interested to hear about it. Thanks for being on the show.
You're welcome.
Spanx. I wear them. I honestly don't encounter women very often that haven't worn them or heard of them.
Yeah, and you'd be surprised how many people have them in their drawer. In fact, the guys that just left, I think they were all wearing Spanx.
They were wearing Spanx.
They were wearing Spanx.
Just in case you thought it was all the working out. The body shaping was done with Spanx.
See, they have male Spanx. So basically, Spanx are garments, compression garments that will smooth areas when you're wearing a dress or any kind of clothes. And they're popular. I mean, they're sold at so many department stores, and I think it's not a nuisance. It's just kind of a fact of life.
Right.
And when comparing Spanx and CoolSculpting, if you think at the end of the day when you take your Spanx off that have smoothed everything, those bulges are back.
Right. It's it kind of just like.
It's a fact of life.
Goes right back to where it was before you stuck it in there. So tell me a little bit about the tools that you use and what this CoolSculpting does.
Basically, this is a FDA-cleared device that was developed by the same Harvard scientists that developed laser hair removal. And this is a non-invasive device, so it's not surgical, so there's no needles, no anesthesia, basically no downtime. And it's a safe procedure. It was they've done over 150,000, probably close to 200,000 people or procedures in the last year. And what it does is it takes the bulge, and it's not liposuction. There are no sucking tubes at all, but basically it grasps tissue and puts it in between some cooling plates. So it uses cold temperature.
So there's going to be a little bit of
a tug there.
Okay.
And the tissue goes in between the plates, and the cold temperature eliminates the fat. So it actually kills the fat cells. And over the course of 2 to 4 months, a process called cryolipolysis, which is actually freezing the fat cells, occurs. And then at the end of 2 to 4 months, you see permanent results with regards to getting those bulges to go away.
I've not heard about this. You must be one of few doctors in the Valley that does this.
There aren't many. There are probably half a dozen doctors now that use CoolSculpting.
So what can we expect in the way of CoolSculpting? And let's take a look at some pictures so that we can expect the tugging feeling that you mentioned, nothing that's invasive, and then before and afters, and how many treatments?
This is one treatment after 2 months, and that's really when you start to see the results. Yes, and I've been in practice for almost 20 years, and we've seen these non-invasive treatments kind of come and go. Based on this technology, like I said, this is like liposuction where it should be permanent. So you're talking.
Are you doing diet with this, or is that just the CoolSculpting?
Not necessarily, but what you can't go on like a Cold Stone Creamery binge afterwards. You want to maintain a healthy lifestyle and diet, but these results should be permanent, and it's great for areas like the back fat, for the flanks, for the abdomen. Areas that people commonly refer to like a spare tire or the muffin top.
For men and women.
Exactly, or the love handles. So it's good for men and women. And as opposed to, expensive, like some of the liposuction procedures that I do are up to $15,000, this treatment is based upon what a patient prefers, and treatments usually start about $1,200.
Okay, all right. Well, let's bring up some information because I know people are going, okay, I saw the pictures, I'm in. Shapiro Aesthetic Plastic Surgery is located at 5410 North Scottsdale Road in Paradise Valley, and we do want to remind you again, despite the fact that this is a plastic surgery facility, and you practice that as well, that this is a non-invasive procedure that we're talking about today, the CoolSculpting. You can get information at the phone number on your screen, 480-451-1700, or check out his website at ShapiroPlasticSurgery.com.